The Wastebasket, Part 1. A Funeral for the Living. I would begin this with a quote in Latin, except that my cheap-ass social promotion education in the slacker high schools of the 70s ensured that I would never get beyond inept Spanish. April truly is the Fool's Month, forcing ineligible bachelors from their ugly apartments, sending incompetent sole proprietors to flea markets, tempting uneducated shoppers out to buy cheap plastic junk. Winter was as miserable as hell. Freezing low-income artsy posers too cheap to blast their heaters, torturing lonely cat ladies with an even deeper isolation. Summer was just a complete farce. Sunburnt and sweaty, we lumbered on. We stopped by City Hall, took the antique streetcars to Pier 39, and were tempted to revert to marijuana in North Beach. Here I would insert something in some Germanic tongue, but the sound of that language irritated me, and so I dropped my course, forever ruining my chance to get my master's in philosophy and do my thesis on Hegel by translating obscure passages back into English for no one to read ever. As for the mountains, you will find them degrading. You will be relegated to South Lake Tahoe City. Basically, everyone will be drunk the whole time. And if your health is delicate, you'll be stuck on a cot in a motorhome in a trailer park frequented by voracious black bears who would think nothing of consuming your thin, anxiety-battered frame. What is my photo album really? Just a collection of beautiful women, formerly close family members, and dead friends, all eternally out of reach, thank God. There are shadows covering everything. The shadows of high-rise office towers full of healthy young strivers who will see to it that the feckless and trembling sort are finally trampled over and forgotten. However, I rather like those shadows because I'm allergic to the sun and to alcohol and virtually every other form of ordinary happiness except Earl Grey tea and self-flattery and self-indulgence, which I feel are equal to all of the monotheistic revelations combined. There is no need to show me fear, since I am an expert already. And here I would switch from the German I never learned to the French I never learned and put in some cool quote from a legendary Parisian author. But I was intimidated by all things French. Furthermore, all the smart students took it, and they all got amazing jobs and flew to Europe. I needed Spanish so that I could communicate with my coworkers at my busboy jobs, my prep cook jobs, my hotel desk clerk jobs, and my guard jobs, where I might be the only Anglo on duty. You came to me from the dance floor, from the shower, from everywhere that is sexy. But I was not really dead of soul. I could love, except that I could not afford to refill my Viagra prescription. and the free clinic had run out of free samples. Yes, psychologically I was destroyed, but not so wrecked that I would have failed to try to suck your box dry. But I was not willing to risk another woman storming out the door screaming, "Men, they are such cowards! Men, they are such wimps!" And then to hear the awful sound of a wall violently being slammed, and a car door violently slamming, and tires violently screeching from the lot below. Did I mention that I finally got over my airplane phobia and saw the London Bridge? The anticlimax of it was stunning. Even the tourist workers told me it would be a disappointment. Even there, I saw you. You were in Europe for the 100th time. You were with some hot Irish stud who was brash and drunk and sexy. I slunk back into the underground, but got lost in the labyrinth of tunnels.